Beautiful people, it's me, Pamela, on my YouTube. Cho, no, what's the tea? Siyahlazia. After they came back to Johannesburg and told her as well, they told her actually on their way, no, we couldn't kill your mother. Your mother's very old. No, we can't do those things. They came back. She was like, I know, don't worry, it's fine. You can go back actually to go push back to kill my sister now. Joyce, my younger sister, please go back. I saw they came back here to come and kill the sister. When they went there, they realized 3 days ago the sister had just given birth. They came back again. They were like, I know we're done with you. Now we can't do these things. The hitmen, they were like, no, we are done. You are busy like and all of those things we can't. And then there's another sergeant called Sergeant Lungisani Ntombela who worked actually with her at the same station. So he knew this other guy because he's from KZN. This guy, he's a policeman, Sergeant Lungisani Ntombela. He knew this guy who stays in the hostel. He calls him. He's like, hey, where am I, Rosemary? Actually, can we meet? He's like, okay, let's meet where? Maybe not far from the hostel. He's like, hey, you know what? Do you know Rosemary? Athi angiyamazi Rosemary. Ngisebenza ngiyamazi. Athi so now Rosemary thina siyinkabi phezela lapha ehostel. He sent us to kill the sister plus the mother and the children, Joyce's children. Ne, ucolonel lo. Ulungisani Ntombela, sergeant came back to tell Colonel Bullock. Colonel yena station commander sase police station yaseThembisa where Rosemary was working. So basically she used to report to Colonel Bulloka. And then the Colonel Bulloka had to meet Izinkabi and speak to them to find out this story. What are you talking about? So they told them in Kabi, they met with Colonel Bulloka after Lungisani Ntombela, the sergeant told him. They were like, hey, okay, so now what's going on, guys? Bashobati, I know the Muntu Lona is being killed. She's been killing people now. She sent us to kill the mother, the sister, and the sister's children. We couldn't do it. And the sister is just given birth. So it's us decided, no, season chela. So the Colonel Bulloka was the station commander was like, hey, okay, it's fine. In the Soyenza, I'm gonna have to go to High Court to get the entrapment. The hitmen were put into a state protection, making them their informers now, basically. Yeah, so that's how they saved themselves, basically, these hitmen. After they gave police information and told them that regardless of helping the police, you can't commit any crime after this. You can't commit any crime. Otherwise, we will also arrest you. So you need to help us now and be our people so that we can save you to be arrested. The net was closing now for Rosemary. More and more evidence was being gathered fast for Rosemary after they trying to kill this. After she actually got the hitman now to kill the mother and the sister. I got it, guys. That was a lot now. Yeah, so the net was closing, and then more and more evidence was being gathered. The sting was properly planned for Rosemary to be exposed. The hitman told Rosemary, we will try again to kill your sister. And then Rosemary had to make an alibi to say, hi, you know what, I'm going to go to Kastenhof Hospital. It's here in Midrand, the Kastenhof Hospital, not far from Tembisa. Gizoya lapho mina, book myself in as umuntu who's depressed for depression and stress. Get depressed because of stress. So that whatever you do, if you go and kill my sister. Now she was concentrating only on the sister and the children. Then we will go and then kill, you guys will go and kill them. The hitman will like, okay. The hitman now has got another. The hitman is gonna have, there's gonna be another undercover person. And it's now who's like a hitman. There's one hitman and then an undercover and Rosemary, who are going to go to Bushbuck Ridge. At the hospital, what she's going to do, she's going to tell them that, no, I'm going out for the day, but I'm coming back. And her alibi is that whole thing, which she's in the hospital, whatever happens, she'll be like, I mean, I don't know about my sister's death. Was I there? Did you see me? Things like that. So at 3 a.m. in the morning, there were 3 cars again now that we're going to go with her to kill the sister. And she must show them the house of the sister, where she stays with the 5 children. They went to get to the house with the hitman. They were driving there, and then in the car, they put a video recording device. These police and the detectives and the undercover police that's in the car with her. So she took off a day from the hospital to say, no, can I just get a pass out just for a day? I'm coming back in the afternoon. Went, and it is the car with Rosemary, the hitman, and the another hitman who's actually undercover now. They're in the car, right? There's other detectives that are following them in another 2 cars. So it's 3 cars. They don't know the other 2 cars. So on their way, they're just talking and talking, you know. So she's telling them stories. The undercover is the one that was asking a lot, because she's acting like a hitman. And asked, how are we going to kill your sister, Joyce, with the children? And then Rosemary was like, I know yesterday when I called her, she had flu, Rosemary. So I had said I would give her medication and all those things. So what's going to happen is that when you get there, you're going to give them medication. They're going to be drowsy. And then you put socks in their mouths. Guys, Rosemary was hardcore. Put socks in their mouths, and then you'll bend there. You're going to have to set the house alight. Really, guys? In Middleburg, they stopped to get petrol to set the house alight. Wow, guys, for money, like for all these policies, these 16 policies that you had for funeral only. Wow. In Middleburg, on their way to Bushbuck Ridge, to Joyce's house, when they stopped there, they got the petrol that they're going to set alight. Oh, Rosemary. She told the hitman that you can strangle them and then bend them. Don't stab them or shoot them, because in the villages, those things don't happen. Guys, wow. Rosemary had already checked on her sister, and Joyce had already said that she was flu anyways. So she told the hitman and the undercover cop that fire is the only thing. With fire, there's no much attention given to things like that. So with knives and guns, you just gonna cause trouble. There's gonna be people are gonna assume that you wanted to murder a person, and it's gonna backfire basically. So you can't do those things. And also with me, I need to claim the man. So the cop asked him, when you claim, when are we going to be paid? The undercover hitman, basically, which is a cop. She was like, okay, no, next week, Friday, we will get our man. She was like, the undercover policeman was like, okay, then. So we will be paid basically next week, Friday. She was like, yes. The children must also die with their mother. I don't want any witnesses. I don't want anything. Actually, they must bend down, all of them in the house. So you're just going to pour the petrol, or maybe give them. She was just narrating the stuff that they can do. Maybe they must drink something and sleep, and then they must put the socks in their mouths, and then like a lot of things she was telling the undercover cop. The undercover cop was asking in the car. Or maybe sometimes what you can, or maybe you can actually, maybe it will be a candle that they had lit, and then, or maybe there's something that's exploded, which was electrical, or she was doing her own things, maybe the traditional stuff, and then the house exploded. Wow. Rosemary, guys, she took it to other places, this thing. And then she said she will look innocent since she's in hospital. Wow, guys. Wow. Because she doesn't want any problems. Because when you claim, everything must be clean, and she doesn't want any problems. So the house must just bend down, basically. Even said at some stage, even if it's a crazy boyfriend, came and put in the petrol. It doesn't matter, but it must be something. She doesn't care. To when she claims everything is in order, nothing like comes back to her, she doesn't want anything. Jenny continued basically until they got to Joyce's house. And then after that, she was like, here's the house again. Can you take me back to the taxi rank? We're actually done, guys. Can you take me back to the taxi rank so that I can go back to Johannesburg and go back to the hospital? Because I didn't do this. Remember, this is your job. This is not my job. Just call me when everything is done. She went to they drop her off at the taxis. She was sitting there at the taxi. The sirens of the police cars came. The police were like, see, it's over, bruh. Let's go. She couldn't believe, like, she was so shocked, apparently. She was like, maybe this is some joke. She's got this thing, which she's a policewoman, you'll never touch her. But like, Rosemary's entitlement and manipulations, Zagi. Yeah, she's a manipulator of note, that girl. She was arrested, just like that. And then from the taxi rank, they took her back in Bushbuck Ridge. They took her back to the sister's house, which I think is not that far. They took her back to the sister's house. How the sister was like, hey, Mama, so many cars of police, like, what's going on in my house? She was standing there. She was like, hey, what's going on? The police came and told her, today you were going to die. Here is your sister in the police van. She was going to burn this house down. You were going to die with the children. She was like, my own sister, they were like, yeah, you're not the first one. This person has killed many, many people. All your relatives, basically, the sister says it was around 3. She was just about to cook. Because, in the villages, they start early. Because it's going to be dark. There's no electricity in other places there. So they start early. So she was like, oh, children are not back from school. I'm just about to cook. Even the children, when they came, they couldn't believe Gutaibo at home, what's going on with the police. Apparently, their mother, Rosemary's mother, so there's police. And then she was asking now what's going on. The sister never really told her. She came to ask what's going on. Uti, when I told my mother, no, apparently the mother saw the cars but never came. So she was relating the story later to the mother. The police came and said my sister was trying to kill me. Which was like, not my child. Rosemary, she's not that person. She was like, I'm telling you, your child wanted to kill me. My own sister. Apparently the mother didn't believe her. She cried. She was like, my mother can't believe me just because I have nothing. I'm unemployed. I don't work. I didn't become successfully like my sister who became a policeman. Basically, the policeman of my sister. And then why is my mother not believing me? Which means all along my mother was favoring Rosemary. But I'm just like, even him, the mother was just about to be killed by Rosemary. The hitmen were like, we couldn't kill her because she was old. I'm like the mother, bruh. Like she couldn't still believe with so many policemen that were there because apparently it was so many cars. Police vans that were there, the sirens, the cars, like all cars. Those 3 cars, basically. Another, I think they called Bushbuck Ridge Police Station as well to come help them. Like how you see in the movies. Exactly like that. Ntozika Rosemary. So she was just saying, you know what, I couldn't believe my sister wanted me dead, and also she covered me on lama police akhe kusho ukuthi no-odrivile wembulele kanjena, but my children poor. And then she wanted to kill me as well. She used to take my IDs. She would take my ID number. She would ask me about the children's date of birth. I would write. She says she used to write for her in a paper. I'll write to her. I'll write for her and give her. And then she'll ask me sometimes on the phone. I'm just like, Gandhi, my sister. So now, the children were not covered. Remember, the children, she wanted them to go as well with the mother to die because she didn't want anything that's going to be tracked back to her. She was like, no, I don't want any evidence. I don't want anything. They must all go in the fire, basically. So back to Johannesburg, Colonel Buloko, station commander at the police station in Tembisa says he is very happy that she is behind bars, Rosemary Ndlovu. And it's a lesson for the other police officers there in Tembisa. Unomsa, you remember Nomsa Mabunda, was also arrested. Justice, sorry, why am I saying Mabunda? Mabunda is our investigating officer, remember? Nomsa Mudau and Justice Mudau, she wanted to kill Justice Mudau. Justice came and needed to tell them after they hit many, told him they were paid 70,000, they were going to be paid another 80,000. Then they didn't want to kill him because they couldn't kill him. There were spirits around the story. Remember, I did relate the story. Siga Justice Mudau. So they were both arrested. Umabunda wanted to go and meet Rosemary at the prison to talk. What were you doing? Also, she had Umabunda, our investigating officer, says he had so many files and papers to show when he got there. You need to start talking. What were you trying to do, Mar? Killing your whole family. Apparently, Rosemary, sometimes like you will answer him, some days you won't answer. And then Mabunda was like, you know what, the stubbornness of yours and this attitude that you have, you're not going to get bail. And Mabunda, our investigating officer, was fighting for her not to get bail anyways. So Mabunda was like, hey, she was so stubborn. He was so stubborn, this girl. This lady, Rosemary Ndlovu. Times apparently she will just answer whatever she wants to answer. If you ask her, why did you kill witness? Why did you kill your sister? She won't answer. She will answer what she wants. Sometimes she'll be like, can I have my lawyer? Mabunda was like, which lawyer? When are you not coming out of here with that attitude? Even the bail, you're not going to get it. Mabunda was opposing bail. He says he even went to the stand, Mabunda, to oppose bail. So it continues on episode 4. Just when it was just about to finish this episode 3, Mabunda says he tried to kill him. Rosemary tried to kill him. I was like, why did it finish? So we're waiting for episode 4. So it says them, Rosemary Ndlovu and Nomsa Mudau have been charged with incitement and conspiracy to commit murder. They have pleaded not guilty to all the charges. Really? For real. Yeah, so she remains behind bars, but I think she's been behind bars for a year now, Rosemary. I think she was given about, let me not tell you because we're still going to watch episode 4. Let me not tell you when she was sentenced, what happened. Guys, Rosemary, guys. Shame. I really don't know what happened. Basically, Rosemary is actually a serial killer. They hired hitmen, collaborated with the police to get to Rosemary's things. Oh, guys, Rosemary. She is scary. So we're waiting for episode 4 to hear Rosemary's stories. But I think this thing was explained properly. Hope I also explained it to you guys properly. Just let me know what you think of Rosemary. What kind of a person is Rosemary, guys? What happened to Rosemary? Why did she become a policeman? Did she think about this maybe when she was a teenager and was like, you know what, I'm just going to be corrupt? What's wrong with this lady? Even her only child died. Hi guys. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. What's the tea? Rosemary. This one was longer though than the other one. Thank you.